So what's the difference between putting the while at the beginning and putting it at the end? That's what I mean by this here. So I mean this. What's the difference between putting the while up here and putting the while down here? So what is the difference between the do while and the do statement? If the condition is not true at the beginning of the loop, that is when you first begin the loop or first enter the loop, then the do while statement won't run, right? If you have do while here, and if this is not true even at the very beginning, then it's going to jump out of the loop. So these statements will never get run. It won't run, i.e. one won't run even once. However, under the same circumstances, that is, if the condition is not true, but you do it this way, you put the while statement down here, then what's going to happen? It's going to be here. You're going to run the statements before you check whether the while condition is true. So you're going to run these statements even when the first time it's false, because you don't check till down here. Then you jump out of the loop. So, however, under the same circumstances, the do loop will run once. So here's an example. So we're back here. Last time we had that until here, but originally it was while, so I put the while back here. Now I want to compare putting this here as it is versus here like that. Now in this case, with I less than or equal to 4, it's not going to make any difference. But under some circumstances, it will make a difference. Here. How about if I did this? 0. So remember, I starts out as 0. It says do while I is less than 0, but I is not less than 0. So we're not going to do this. We're going to jump up to here. So the I is never going to get incremented. So, no, it doesn't even matter if it's going to get incremented. This is already false. It's never going to, it's just going to go to here and go outside. Okay, so this stuff is not going to be run. Let's check it. Nothing happens. Nothing gets written. Okay, so because I is 0, it's not less than 0, so it never happens. However, what happens if I put this down here? So in the case where even the first time it's not true, nothing happens now, but if I put the test at the end, now what? Okay, I is equal to 0. This test is not true, but we don't run this test yet at the beginning. So what do? We come to the do statement, we do this, so we add something to the list box. Now we increment I, that doesn't even matter, but we do increment I. Now we say, come back here, and if this is true, go back up to the top. But it's not true, we don't go back up to the top, we go outside the loop. But in this case, you can see that it got run once. So if the first time that the condition is tested, if it's false and we're doing the while, then, and we put the while up at the top, then this is never going to get run. But if we put the while at the bottom, it's going to run one time. So that's the difference.